Hey Tanisha, hope all is well. Thank you so much for being patient for this birthday reading. And you wanted to know about your love life. So first I'm going to talk about your natal chart in terms of your love life, some of the strengths and also some of the weaknesses. So in terms of strengths, you have Gemini on the seventh house cusp, and that's good for attracting someone who is like-minded and where y'all can have some great conversations. There might be also some crazy synchronicity that exists between you and the person. Also, Mercury, ruler of the seventh, is in Leo, which is good because that means that you could end up in a long-term commitment with somebody that you really love, where there's a high degree of romance, passion, fun, recreation, and where there could be children involved as well, whether this person already has children when you meet him, or whether there's children that come out of this relationship. Also, this guy could be young at heart. Like he might be very fit. He might even be younger than you with Mercury and Leo ruling that seventh house. Then you got Aries on the fifth. So that could deal with where you could attract a man that, he's tough acting or very manly. But with Mars and Cancer ruling that fifth house, he could have a feminine side, or he could be a bit effeminate in some ways. Or if he's not, that could cause him to be a womanizer, or he could be a mama's boy. Now, he might be very clingy as well, and he might be looking to live with you early on in the relationship. I don't know how you feel about all that, but that could be an issue that surfaces. Also, Mars in the eighth can make it easy to attract a man who's already married, especially with Mars in Cancer. You might have to deal with some baby mama drama with that hookup. Now you got that nice Libra stellium, which is good for marriage, and marriage could come pretty quickly because the moon is conjoined to Jupiter. You could marry someone who is of a different race or nationality. You have Venus in Virgo, which can be quite problematic because that can deal with where it's hard to be satisfied in a relationship. But the good thing is you have Venus forming a sextile with your Mars. So that can deal with you attracting someone through your line of work, or they could do some work for you. And next thing you know, y'all hit it off. You got that Leo sun. And let me see, that sun is ruling the ninth house. So yeah, there's a high chance you'll get with a guy that is from a different country, or he's a different race or nationality, what have you. Now, with that being said, let me consult the cards and see what your love life is looking like per the cards. Okay, so I'm doing a 4-card reading. Situation is the Five of Swords, and that can deal with where you're quick to eliminate any dating prospects, probably because you see something wrong with them early on and you're just like, I'm not dealing with this. So this all can also look at a series of striking out in terms of love. Your challenge is the High Priestess, and that is very much about following your intuition. You might even have dreams that will alert you to someone new entering your life. Also, that High Priestess could deal with an issue with sex. Might be where you really want to make a guy wait or whatever. But that High Priestess can also be a lesbian card too. So, and you do have Mars in Cancer. So I don't know if you're interested in going that route or if you're attracting lesbians, but that could be a theme. And then for the advice, I got the Ace of Wands, which tells me that new love is on the horizon. So you could be traveling and meet somebody in the course of your travels, or this person could come into your life in some other way. But I am seeing travel with the Temperance card being the outcome. And that Temperance card can mean that you're not going to be in a full-fledged relationship. You'll be basically dealing with this person casually. Could be that you want to keep things open as much as possible. Maybe he does too. And there could be an issue with distance. So this could be a long distance relationship that you're headed for. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case because you got the sun in the ninth house, Leo on that ninth house cuts, and then you got that nice sextile between the sun and moon. So that tells me that this person's not going to be too far away from you, but far enough where he won't have a chance to get all clingy all quick and where y'all won't rush into things all fast and ruin a good thing. So your time is coming. Let's see what your transits look like. Oh, look at that. You got Mars transiting your seventh house. So that brings a high chance of meeting someone new. And again, because of that Gemini influence, the two of you might click on a mental level, have some great conversations. You can let me know if you've already met somebody with Mars being in your seventh house. But Mars is approaching a square to your Venus. So if you met somebody already, there could be a breakdown in communication happening rather soon. But let's see when Mars is going to make a positive aspect. So Mars is going to form a trine to your Pluto, but that won't happen until next year, I believe, because we're dealing with this retrograde. So Mars is going to turn retrograde. Actually, it will trine your Pluto first. So it'll turn retrograde October 30th, and it's going to trine your Pluto before that. So let me just tell you when that's going to happen, because that could be a new relationship that's on the horizon with that Mars trine Pluto. So let me just tell you when that's going to happen. So we're looking at October 6, 2022. And then it's going to trine your Pluto again when it goes retrograde, November 22nd, 2022. And then again on March 7th, 2023. So you have plenty of opportunities to find someone new, to meet this new person. And it should happen on one of those dates. So good luck. And the best thing I could tell you about relationships or your love life per your chart is to not be too rigid, I'll say, because you could meet a man where he's on the verge of getting divorced, but he is still married and he's trying to work things out and all that stuff. And you just need to be a bit understanding about his plight, not where you're putting up with a bunch of bullshit, but where, you know, you might be able to make an exception. So, yeah. Also, if he has kids, there could be an issue with that as well. But yeah, so hopefully I was able to provide you with some insight. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email. And yeah, hopefully you had a great birthday, and thanks for being a patron.